My Paige Tribute.
And yet the Foreign Affairs Committee says that this did not happen, and David Cameron was ultimately responsible for the failure to develop a coherent Libya strategy. The diplomats and ministers involved in the decision to intervene said it was backed by MPs and the United Nations. It was responding to a real threat. It wasn't clear that leaving Gaddafi in place would have ensured a better outcome.
In Iraq, we went in with major forces. It didn't turn out very well. In Syria, we chose not to get involved. I mean, that's also catastrophic. In Libya, we went in a limited, targeted way. We supported insurgencies on the ground. Yes, the situation is bad, but I wouldn't rule out at all within 5 years that the various parties will have got together and begun to build something in Libya.
But the situation on the ground makes such optimism rare. In Libya, politics still comes second to violence. James Landau, BBC News.
As the world looks at the issue of intervention and, of course, Syria, the model of Libya has warnings for every leader. Quick look at other news now from around the world. President Obama has said that more economic sanctions against Myanmar would soon be lifted now that a civilian government is in office. Speaking during a visit to the White House of Aung San Suu Kyi, whose party took power earlier this year, Mr. Obama said democratic progress in Myanmar was still incomplete. Aung San Suu Kyi welcomed the decision, saying the move would help unite the country. Parts of Taiwan were brought to a standstill as Super Typhoon Moranti skirted past the island's southern tip, bringing the strongest winds in 21 years and disrupting traffic. Although Typhoon Moranti did not make landfall, the storm brought violent winds and torrential rain to eastern and southern Taiwan. It's expected to make landfall in southern China on Thursday. Rival leaders on the divided island of Cyprus say they have made significant progress in talks on reunification. The Greek Cypriot president and the Turkish Cypriot leader said key differences remain, but they were committed to reaching an agreement this year. They will meet the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon later this month to request him to step up his personal involvement in those negotiations. You watch BBC World News America's will come on the programme. As the candidates' health records dominate the campaign, we look ahead to the presidential debates and how much of an issue transparency may be. The German Chancellor Angela Merkel is meeting some of her country's top business leaders in an effort to get them to employ more refugees. So far, they've hired fewer than 100 of the new arrivals. Jenny Hill now reports.
Hamburg, a city that's used to change. It's rich, wealth has flowed in through port. Even so, for Hamburg, for Germany, it's been a year like no other. A turbulent time too for Abdul.